to save you from being alone.
1971 was a year rock exploded, and some of these songs changed everything. From Janis Joplin's Raw Soul to Led Zeppelin's Ultimate Epic, we're counting down 12 unforgettable rock tracks you'll never forget. Let's dive in and relive the riffs that shook a generation.
Hey, freedom's just another word.
I remember the first time I heard Janis belt this out on the radio. It was early 1971, and something about her voice just hit different. Raw, gritty, honest.
Feeling good was easy now.
Me and Bobby McGee wasn't just a song. It felt like a story someone was telling you across a campfire. A story of love, freedom, and a little heartbreak wrapped in rock country soul. Every note she sang carried emotion that made you lean in closer.
From the Kentucky coal mine to the California.
You could feel the road beneath her, the dust in the air, the highs and lows of life in every line. By the time she hit that final chorus, I swear the world outside the record faded away.
All kinds of weather, through everything and we're done.
Pearl, her album, captured her at the peak of her powers. And this track still reminds us why Janis wasn't just a singer. She was a force of nature. Then came 10 years after, Alvin Lee on the guitar. Man, it was something else. I remember spinning this record in my room, the riffs cutting sharp but smooth at the same time. This song wasn't just a groove, it was a statement. 1971 was chaotic, and the lyrics reflected it, talking about war, politics, the state of the world. But it didn't hit you like a lecture. Instead, it wrapped those ideas in bluesy, biting guitar lines that made you think and move at the same time. Alvin Lee's solos weren't just technical, they had personality, swagger, and soul. Listening to it in real time, you felt like you were part of the world changing around you, like rock itself was pointing out the cracks and shaking up the status quo. And then there was CCR, doing what they always did best, taking swampy Southern-style rock and making it feel alive for anyone listening anywhere. Sweet Hitchhiker hit like a gust of wind through a dusty small-town street. That riff grabs you immediately, and John Fogerty's voice carries this playful energy that makes you want to hit the road and never look back. It's one of those tracks that reminds you why CCR had the knack for simple, powerful rock that stuck in your head forever. 1971 was a big year for them, and this song captured a band that knew how to ride the wave of the era while keeping that signature CCR charm. And then, just when you think you've seen all sides of rock that year, George Harrison drops in with What Is Life? Bright, uplifting, and full of energy, it's the kind of song that made the sun feel warmer the first time it hit your ears. His guitar work sparkles, his voice carries optimism, and you can feel the joy of someone who's exploring a world beyond just being a Beatle. I remember the first time I caught this song on the radio. It was 1971, and suddenly, this upbeat, catchy tune just grabbed the room. Love the One You're With wasn't just a song. It was a vibe, a philosophy, almost like Stephen Stills was talking directly to me. There was this energy in the rhythm that made you tap your feet, nod your head, and feel a little lighter about life. It felt like pure early 70s rock, the kind of song that could make even a slow Monday feel like an adventure. And the guitar? Smooth, playful, yet strong enough to remind you that rock didn't have to be loud to be unforgettable. Listening to it, I felt the joy of music in its simplest, most infectious form. Then came Aqualung, and it was like hitting a brick wall of sound in the best way possible. I still remember sitting back, headphones on, and feeling that gritty, heavy guitar and Ian Anderson's unique vocals telling a story you couldn't ignore. This wasn't just a song, it was a whole character walking into your living room. Aqualung was raw, unapologetic, and storytelling driven, a rock song with a soul, a conscience, and a pulse. Every riff seemed to push you forward, and the lyrics painted pictures you could almost see. In 1971, it felt like Jethro Tull was showing the world that rock could be smart, dark, and heavy all at once, and yet still completely gripping.
There's a killer on the road.
And then, Riders on the Storm came along, and it was like stepping into a dream. That electric piano, the rain sound effects, and Jim Morrison's voice, it all wrapped around you like a smoky night on a deserted highway.
Love your man. Girl, you gotta love your man.
Listening to it in 1971, it was haunting and hypnotic. Morrison's lyrics seemed to float in the air, almost like he was speaking directly to the restless parts of your soul. There was tension and release in every note, and the music pulled you into a place where time slowed down. It was both unsettling and beautiful, and knowing it was one of Morrison's last singles before his death made every word and every chord feel even heavier.
Hey, Rocklore community. Before we continue, let's have a real talk for a second, bro. You know, this isn't just a channel to us. And I hope it's not just a place you come to watch a video and then forget about it. This is a community. It's a place where we get to dig up the secrets of rock and roll, share our favorite riffs, and celebrate the artists who maybe didn't get the love they deserved. Right now, only about 1% of our viewers are subscribed. We can change that together and grow this community. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button with the notification bell on. When you do, you're not just helping a channel grow. You're becoming a member of the Rocklore family. You're signaling to us and to YouTube that these stories matter, that this music is worth preserving, and that this community is a place you want to be. Subscribing is your way of making sure you're always in the loop. It means you'll be the first to know when we unearth a forgotten legend, drop a new countdown, or dive into a piece of rock history you've never heard before. So if you're a true fan of the lore, if you get that same feeling of discovery that I do, then come join us. It takes 1 second to be a part of something bigger.
All the people living.
Then came John Lennon's Imagine. I'll never forget the first time it played. It felt like the world paused for a second. The piano starts soft, gentle, almost like a whisper, and then Lennon's voice comes in. Clear, calm, yet full of conviction.
Life in peace.
This wasn't rock in the usual sense. It was a soft rock anthem, a call for peace, for hope, for a better world. In 1971, with everything happening around us, it felt revolutionary without shouting, quiet but impossible to ignore.
But I'm not the only one.
Listening to it then, I felt a connection to something bigger than just music. It was a message, a dream, a song that didn't just stay in your ears. It stayed in your mind and your heart. I'll never forget the first time that opening synth hit me. It was like nothing I had ever heard before. 1971, and suddenly, The Who were rewriting the rules of rock. Baba O'Reilly wasn't just a song, it was an experience. The synth loop pulled you in, building tension, and then the guitars crashed in with energy that made your chest vibrate. Pete Townshend's vision, Roger Daltrey's vocals, it all came together in this massive anthemic sound. Listening then, you felt part of something bigger, like you were standing in a stadium surrounded by thousands of people, all moving to the same pulse. It was revolutionary, and it still hits with the same power decades later.
Brown sugar, just like a young girl should now.
Then came Brown Sugar, and man, it had swagger written all over it. That riff hit instantly, driving the song forward with a raw, infectious energy that defined early 70s rock.
Brown sugar, just like a young girl should now.
Mick Jagger's vocals were playful but commanding, and you could feel the band's chemistry in every beat. It wasn't just a song, it was an attitude, loud, unapologetic, and electric. Listening to it in 1971, it felt like the Rolling Stones were saying, "This is us. This is rock." Every time the riff kicked in, you couldn't help but move, nod, and get lost in the rhythm. It was pure rock at its most confident.
Really shows your age, but that don't worry.
Then Rod Stewart hit the airwaves with Maggie May, and it stopped everyone in their tracks. There was a story in every line, a voice that could make you laugh, cry, or just feel like you were walking beside him through the streets he sang about.
Me in the head, oh Maggie, I couldn't have tried.
That blend of folk and rock was perfect for the time, 1971, when storytelling in music was as important as the chords themselves. Listening then, it felt intimate, like Rod was talking directly to you, sharing a piece of his life.
Maggie, I wished I'd never seen your face.
And the way the melody built with the mandolin, it was clever, catchy, and unforgettable. Maggie May wasn't just a hit, it was a song you remembered long after it ended. And then, the crown jewel, Stairway to Heaven. I remember sitting in my bedroom, record spinning, feeling like I was hearing the future of rock unfold in real time. The intro starts softly, almost like a whisper, and slowly the layers build. Robert Plant's voice rises, Jimmy Page's guitar wails, and by the time the solo hits, it feels like the room is vibrating with energy. Every note, every chord, every lyric feels deliberate, timeless. In 1971, it was more than just a song, it was a journey. Listening to it then, you knew you were witnessing a masterpiece, something that would live forever. Stairway to Heaven didn't just end the countdown, it cemented the year in rock history, unmatched, untouchable, and immortal. The journey doesn't end here, Rock Warrior. Watch this next.